You want to talk about the
podcast.
Salt Bae Scenario? I feel like we talked about this already. I didn't.
If it
So
happened
you
to
letting
you, what are
Salt
you
Bae?
doing? Yeah.
So there's a couple
Don't ask
things.
me. Let me ask you.
there's a couple of things. So Salt Bae and friends were in the news again this week for. Why were they being talked about? Because I personally don't. I don't think this has anything to do with Salt Bae. That's my point.
I agree, but to an extent, he played a role.
He didn't though. He getting paid. He's putting on his show.
That
would be like getting mad at Tank for gyrating in front of while he's singing R&B. Like that's kind of the show.
Well, I've never been to his restaurant. I probably never will go. I don't know if I could afford it.
You want his meat in your mouth?
So he's what's the he's.
I know you said it got to be eight or bigger, but so I'm sure you're not going there either. What were you about to say?
What's the controversy? Like, is shit too expensive?
No, the controversy is.
Oh, you didn't see it?
So Salt Bae is the dude that sprinkles the salt onto meat, and the controversy is there was this black couple that was there, and Salt Bae took a piece of meat and placed it in the woman's mouth, and she accepted it rather seductively, and her
tongue out, eye contact, head back.
A little bit of spit dripped onto her cleavage. Like, it was a lot.
It was a little bit sexual.
And the controversy is the look on her date's face because he was appalled.
Flabbergasted.
He was not okay with her display receiving Salt Bae's meat. Right?
It's no problem.
Are you cool with that?
So here's the thing. So some people are upset at Salt Bae for putting his mouth in women's mouth, putting his meat in women's mouth.
About that.
For putting his meat in women's mouth. Some people are mad at that. Some people are mad at the woman for receiving his meat in that way, and then some people are mad at dude for being mad at shorty. React.
I'm going to be honest. If it was me, I would be upset. Like,
at who? Salt Bae?
Both of them. Right. I'm upset at both of them because he knew what the fuck he was doing.
He putting his meat in her mouth,
right?
And getting paid for it. That's part of the show, though. That's what I'm saying.
Put it on the plate, nigga.
No.
Flip it on the plate. Make it a hibachi. It ain't no.
Like, everybody does that. Like, that's the whole point. Did you see the receipt for that meal? It was $7,000.
Their shit is expensive.
Exactly.
It's an expensive meal. That's part of the experience of the meal.
You cutting the fucking meat with a sword is part of the meal, not you feeding my woman.
That's part of it too.
But he feeds it to it. It's not about being a woman. He feeds it to everybody.
So if y'all were out on dates with your significant others and the waitress started feeding you food, how your woman gonna take it?
That's different.
That's different because
I knew y'all was gonna say
waitress.
that.
Number one, it's not a waitress. Number two, I'm not spending $7,000 in that way.
No, she's spending it on you.
Number three, I think what the biggest problem here is, I think I probably want to watch my girl put on the show too, right?
Like, you want to see somebody feed your girl meat?
I think you're relying on the point that I think is not the point. He would have done. It's not him. It's not about Salt Bae putting the meat in her mouth because he does that to everyone, right? Like, that's not the point here.
That's a fine pick. Look, I wouldn't be tripping over that.
That's what I'm saying.
If my girl did, I wouldn't be tripping over that.
What I'm trying to figure out is why you're upset with Salt Bae. That's what I don't understand. He's doing his job.
Right.
I mean, there's legitimate.
I can understand
the prices.
I can understand.
What are you okay with someone doing at a restaurant to your girl to justify the price or the performance?
You're not. I feel like you're not taking my point.
I hear your point.
I know you hear it, but you're not.
Is there a line?
If you understood my point, then you would understand that that is not a question that works for the scenario.
But he didn't do anything to her. She decided.
That's my whole entire point.
Right. I said I'm mad at both of them, but like, is there a line with something somebody can do at a restaurant where you justify it as a part of the performance?
That's a ridiculous question.
Sucking his dick at the restaurant.
Like, that's a ridiculous question.
We'll cross the line.
I don't even know
how to you, brother. It's like about the third time. You're like, goddamn, Janet. I understand your point, but to me, it's only a certain level. Like, You saw the clip later on in the week where he tried to do that to
a dude.
Yeah, Amari. What's the name on the Cowboys? Amari
Cooper.
receiver, Amari Cooper. It was like no. Like he knew it was some bullshit because he kept trying to feed the different guys. He knows what he's doing.
I don't think that's. See, I don't believe he knew it was some bullshit because no. I think he's doing his fucking show.
He's laughing, trying to feed all these different dudes.
Yes, because as part of his fucking show, he's going to put the meat in your mouth. It doesn't matter. Hold That's what you're not getting here. It
How
doesn't
do we know
matter.
That's part of the show?
Because he does it all the time.
That's part
you
of
seen him do it more than before?
Yes, that's the whole point.
Are y'all watching him put meat in people's mouths?
He's done it to Khabib Nurmagomedov a few different times. Like, this is his. That's what I don't understand. Why you not understanding what I'm saying?
I can still be mad at that though.
You can, but that's on you.
I'm not saying it's not.
But you're telling me that there are limits to what you can do. Like,
no, I'm not saying there are limits. I'm saying I'm not fine with that.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck if it's part of your show.
So would you break up with your girl? Like if your girl like slob down the meat?
If I saw the meat on the sword coming towards her mouth, I'm fucking getting up and kicking the sword out of his hands. I'm not even letting it happen.
But why?
Why?
What's the problem?
Because now I'm a meme.
So?
No, he's only a meme because of how he reacted, fam. Yeah. He's not a meme for any other reason. No, he would not have. He's only in the meme because of his facial expression. That's the only reason he's in the meme.
That's not the only reason.
Yes, it is.
Have you seen what people were saying?
Oh, my God.
A lot of the comments they were saying about her, because that's what men do anyway. So, like, that is also part of the story. She's not completely excluded from it. Because you mentioned I'm not even
talking about her. I'm talking about him.
Even describing what happened.
You said...
No.
You said that his reaction... Right. And this whole situation, that's why he's part of the meme.
No, you said that.
He's part of the meme because of his facial expression. Not because he took his girl to Salt Bae's restaurant and Salt Bae put meat in her mouth. That's not why he's a meme. He's a meme because of his facial expression.
Right, that's what you said. Happened. But even with you describing what happened, you mentioned how she looked.
Yeah, but I'm not even talking about her right now. I'm talking about him.
But when you described the event that took place, you described how she looked.
Yes, but again, I'm not.
So clearly, she plays a role. Is all I'm saying. So
we first started talking about Salt Bae and why it doesn't make sense to be mad at him because he's doing the show. Then we moved on to the male partner. We'll get to Shorty. I know you want to talk about her and how she was drooling on herself.
More description of how she looked and how he looked is all I'm saying.
Because oh my God, this is so frustrating.
What's your problem with Shorty? Who hurt you?
Yeah, why are you so mad at her?
I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just saying.
You are mad at Salt Bae?
I'm sorry.
You're mad at everybody but the man.
Facts over feelings. Ben Shapiro.
No, the facts of the situation are this man was putting on a show at his place of work.
Fine.
Another man did not appreciate how his girl experienced the show.
He should have known that was going to happen.
How? That could have been their first date. What?
That's a different level of balling. You dropped $7,000 on the dinner on the first
date?
Okay.
You really trying to get that pussy. Maybe.
Like, that could have been a first date. I don't understand. I am having a really hard time understanding why anybody has a problem with Shorty being sexy with the meat. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
And I don't understand anyone being mad at Salt Bae either. I can only understand people either being mad.
Why didn't he put the meat in the man's mouth?
He's done that before, though.
No, I'm talking about in that particular case. Why did he reach over the man?
Why are you asking me how this man who charges $6,000 for a T-bone steak, how to run his business?
I'm just curious.
To ask him. I don't know.
Exactly.
My point is...
Would you let him meet your mouth?
What do you mean by that?
Put meat in your mouth.
Can you be more specific?
Put meat in his mouth the same way he did.
What meat and where is it from?
See.
It's his meat from him. He made it.
He made the meat?
It's a $600 piece of Wagyu.
It's a $600 piece of meat.
Wagyu.
Yeah,
this brother's
piece of Wagyu.
This brother's funny. Piece of Wagyu? Nah, I wouldn't pay that much for meat.
She paid for it.
So he just putting it in your mouth.
I have a plate.
It's paid for.
I don't eat meat out of anybody's hands.
It's not in his hands.
I'm not a fucking dog.
It's on a skewer. You feed dogs with skewers.
My whole point is it doesn't make sense to be upset or to have any emotions towards either Salt Bae or the women. But I totally understand either. I completely understand Buddy's reaction, right? Like the date's reaction. And I also understand people who are mad at him for having any kind of reaction. So I can understand both sides of the attack, I guess, on the male, because you could either be upset about how your girl receives the meat, or you could not trip about it. And I can understand both of those. But I don't think Shorty did anything wrong, and I don't think Salt Bae did anything wrong. I don't think either one of them have anything.
Was in the wrong.
What did I just say? You don't fucking listen.
Did
you hear what I said?
That's how you talk to me.
Did you hear what I said? I literally just I understand both sides of.
Well, you said Salt Bae and the girl, so I was just making sure I got you.
No,
right.
I'm saying I understand. What I don't understand is any emotion attached to Salt Bae or the girl. What I do understand is any emotion attached to Buddy, whether he was right or wrong. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
That's why I'm starting to date vegetarians. So
I'm flabbergasted. I'm flabbergasted that you would have a problem with your girl taking the meat like that.
See, the way this is phrasing, you can't tell me you niggas aren't trolling. Like,
what do you mean? You don't want your girl taking the meat?
Put his meat in your mouth. The meat he made. You don't want the guy to give your girl some meat.
So you have a problem.
So
with
you
the
have
wording?
a problem with the word?
It's the wording of it.
Yeah, it was lamb. Can we just say lamb?
Okay.
Let's have the conversation like
meat
that.
with lamb.
Yes, please.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so
would you let Salt Bae put some lamb?
See, would you
let
the same? Yeah.
No, would you let Salt Bae put some lamb in your girl's mouth?
Absolutely. Lamb is delicious.
Do you? What about your? Like? Would you like some girthy, like lamb,
juicy?
Like it's juicy. Like it's juicy. It's got a lot of girth. Like it's just a big fat piece of lamb. And would you let him just dip that in there on the tip of the tongue? You got it in there?
Nah, probably not.
You sound pretty insecure.
It doesn't sound like the lamb would be able to fit in the mouth, so it doesn't sound like a very comfortable experience for all parties. So I would probably say no.
It's a good piece of lamb, bro.
You can fit a girthy piece of lamb in your mouth. How do you know it's a good piece of lamb?
Because lamb is like juicy by nature, bro. It's lamb.
But you're talking about a very particularly girthy piece of lamb.
I'm talking about Wagyu.
I don't think they make Wagyu lamb, but
they do.
Okay.
The same place they make Kobe lamb.
In Philly.
Mm-hmm. So how were you able to fit this girthy piece of lamb in your mouth you were describing?
You just open it.
Oh, okay. Got skills, brother. I can't speak from you being able to do that, but props to you.
Wait, what's your AKA? Never mind.
That gives this AKA is a whole different meaning.
No, I'm talking about your AKA.
No, I guess this AKA is a different meaning.
Yeah. All right. Can somebody update me on what the fuck Lil Mama is doing? She has a pro hetero movement now.
Yeah.
Does she know it's 2021? Does she know she's not gonna win this?
I don't know what to say about this one.
It's sad.
So what's going on here? Why? I know Bow Wow was in the news recently, but why is Lil Mama in the news?
Because Bow Wow was in the news.
Is that why? Okay.
Because they're both
the same person. Well, Bow Wow was in the news for getting props from Drake, though.
Right. Was Lil Mama at that same party? Lil Mama makes sense,
though. You know what I'm saying? You getting props from Drake, then your head just get too big, and you start trying to start random ass, dumb ass movements. I can see that.
So why is she starting a pro hetero movement? Why?
Because of the Drake cosign.
She got called out for being anti-trans, and like she said some
Drake is trans?
No, like Lil Mama said some like transphobic shit.
Now, nigga.
She said some transphobic shit. Some people called her out. And she kind of like sort of like doubled down on the shit, and now we need more love for heterosexual people. It's hard out here for us, and I was just like, all right.
So this is a non-story, basically.
I just think it's funny she's anti-trans, and when people been comparing her to a man.
That's probably why she is.
Her whole life.
I can see her having some deep-seated issues because of that. She's like, I'm not one of these people. Stop calling me that, and just end up hating those people.
So this is not even an anti-bi or anti-gay movement. It's an anti-trans movement.
I don't know about the movement itself, but I know like that's where it stemmed from. Like she made some anti-trans comments. She caught some flack for it, and then now she's just like doubling down. And like we just getting so much hate. Why am I being hated for saying the truth or whatever bullshit?
Is it admirable that she's doubling down?
No.
No? Like most people just cave, say sorry, and
I mean, it depends on like if you're actually trying to like learn. Like
right.
I feel people put so much like emphasis on doubling down because it makes you look brave, but it's like if you're arguing against something that like can be researched or whatever, like if there's like a valid point to be made and you just I'm not gonna care about it, then yeah.
Is she doing anything like is she making any kind of points or stances that the typical anti-trans person is not making? Like is she even coming up with any new unique stances or arguments to support her movement?
Nigga, I don't know. It's Lil Mama. I don't research. I don't
Why
pay
aren't
attention.
You following her every move.
Like I don't. Her name. Like I saw her trending. Clicked on it. This was it. And I was like, oh okay. I'm glad she's still alive. And then I was like, pretty much it for me. Like I just kept scrolling. So I don't know. Like maybe she's making the most greatest point of all time. Maybe she's Einstein with the shit. But
what if whole time she's actually not being transphobic? No one's listening to her. Wouldn't that be ironic? Like people are just doing like headline type shit and not actually listening to what her thing is. She's like, no. If you look at like the mission statement for my thing, it's actually something really noble. Who knows?
I feel like we're not done talking about this lamb. To be honest with you, ladies, please. I have some questions for you. There's a microphone right here. You can talk on. You won't be on camera. I have a question.
You said you won't be on camera, so come on.
Yeah. It's out of frame.
I'm on camera.
Nigga.
No, deadass. So, am I on camera?
Have you two seen the clip of Salt Bae feeding the woman the meat on with the couple?
Yeah, we were just talking about it.
Oh, really? In what way?
We hear you.
Talking to Mike, please.
I have a question for you two. So if you were out on a date and you're paying for the date, and say Salt Bae was a woman, and she seductively fed your significant other in front of your face, would that be fine with you? The microphone's right there. You just talking to it with your comments. And like he was like, and he's just like, why are you making eye contact with her? What are y'all cool with that? Because it's part of the restaurant and it's what people do when you go there, right?
Part of the show. It's theater. Mm-hmm.
I understand that, but I would also want to kill that person.
Which one?
Los dos.
Thank you. That means both.
In what language?
Microphone, please. I want to make sure everybody knows this.
I think. Oh no. Justin had a follow-up question.
No, I didn't. I was letting you know to speak into the microphone, please.
All right. How about
a little bit closer, please.
Dingalingus?
No, we want to hear your opinion. We got their opinion.
He had a follow. He
I'm
was
sorry.
about to ask
that Justin. My bad.
Yes.
No, you can say what you're gonna say.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Talking to the mic.
Looking at it from the different perspective, though, I think Salt Bae always does that. Mm-hmm. And because he always does that, the girl was just trying to look cute because she was on camera. So I don't think she was trying to be seductive, just not.
No, I didn't say she was being seductive.
Okay, but I think that the reason why she did it because she was trying to look cute.
Why are you avoiding the question?
I think
I appreciate
it's
you
different.
giving us a commentary on that part that nobody asked you about. But what's a specific question to ask?
I would have some questions. I'd probably treat your ass, but I don't know if I'd be like overly angry. But I would want to know what you trying to be cute for. It's different when we're trying to be cute for the camera, but when you trying to be cute
it's
for
a double
the camera,
standard.
for what?
It's for hoes.
Definitely a double standard.
Okay.
Is that the double standard? Like we can't be cute because it's for hoes, but y'all can because y'all just.
We being cute for the world.
Okay, and for us it's for like specific. It's for the hoes.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's the difference. Yeah.
To be fair,
when we're trying to be cute, we're trying to be
Would
cute
it be
for the
cool?
gram. Y'all trying to be cute for some pussy.
Could we be cute if it was Salt Bae, the actual man, feeding us the meat like that? Would y'all be cool with that?
Feeding you?
Not me. It would never be me. Would never be me.
Yeah.
he says he says his meats don't have enough girth, so he can't.
Yeah, these guys, they like the big meats. He said 8 or bigger. He said he likes some girth where he's choking, so.
I think it just...
Is it, if it different, does that release the double standard? It's just two guys feeding each other meat.
It's a trap.
Yeah, but that's also hot.
Oh, okay.
So
I
I'd be
forgot
into
you
it.
into that gay shit. All right. There we go. Thank you. I just wanted some different opinions. So I was made to seem as if I was tripping, which I could be still, but I just wanted to hear some varied opinions.
I think women a lot of times have to worry about how they look for pictures and videos. So she probably wanted to make sure that she looked cute while she was taking the meat.
Is that why y'all take so many pictures and videos of yourselves?
Yeah, because out of 100 pictures, you're only going to use 5. So,
right.
I wouldn't be
How many
doing it
times
for
did she
pussy.
eat the meat?
well, that's why she tried to make it one good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she succeeded.
So she wasn't doing it for no dick. She was just trying to be cute.
Subway don't even look like he got good dick. He just got good food. So it's
No, well, not his specifically, but like for guys, just like how if we did it, it'd be for pussy in general. Like y'all wouldn't be doing it because y'all trying to like get dude.
yeah. I think your motivation a lot of time y'all motivation be like pussy.
I wouldn't be doing that for pussy though.
So we're
like,
putting another man's meat in our mouth to get women. Okay.
That's not what I said.
Oh, okay.
But in this
sure I understand
situation,
you.
you're wrong.
I'm wrong. How so?
You're just wrong.
In
just-
what
okay.
way?
I think that. Also, I think that sometimes men can be insecure. I'm not gonna say you being insecure.
Right.
I'm just saying your take seems kind of insecure.
I just think it's unsanitary.
Well, he didn't touch the meat. It was on.
Oh, you
knife,
touched the meat.
so-
Have you ever tried to cut meat with one hand?
it's possible. It's easy. It's actually pretty easy.
You can handle meat with one hand.
Yeah.
A girthy, big piece of lamb with one hand?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, nigga.
This guy's talented.
I get my forearms strong as hell like Popeyes.
I guess they didn't get that way for no reason.
They didn't. Been a long quarantine.
Damn, for real, you need 2 hands to touch your shit.
Yeah.
I don't like how you say yeah in the headphones. That was unsettling.